Hello. Right now, Thursday evening, and we are at Hyde Park Corner Station, and I'm going to show you the decoration, the illustrations on the wall. I quite like it. It has a very optimistic feeling. Look, people riding a bike, ice cream, horse riding, reading on the bench. I can tell you that I never use Hyde Park Corner Station at all. Last time I was here, not this year, but last year before, for Winter Wonderland, which is at the Hyde Park usually, always. So now I'm going for a dinner, and I arrived quite early, so I have time to make this video and show you the decoration. And it's definitely on my list to ride a bike at Hyde Park. I don't know why I never have time for it. This is a classic. Look, a summer's day in Hyde Park, 1850. Lots of families and horses and trees. The trees are not covering the buildings. The buildings are beautiful. I don't know, in some interviews in the newspapers, when they ask which are the favorite parks for a person they interviewing, and they never say Hyde Park. Usually they complain about Hyde Park having not much trees around. I think it's just fine. And definitely, if you've never been to London, you must visit Hyde Park. It's in top 5. Look at this one. This is the famous Crystal Palace. It's a massive building with trees inside. Look, we have the fountains, 2 fountains there, statues. Look, the Great Exhibition, 1851. The Great Exhibition was the first industrial World's Fair. The fair was housed in the Crystal Palace, which is this one. 6 million people visited. 6 million. Look at the number of people attending. You can see some sort of graffiti on the wall, but it's not with paint. It's because it's dusty. But otherwise, it's in a very good condition. Look at this farmhouse. There was a time when I wanted to move out of the city and have a farmhouse like this, but those days are gone, my friend. Again, Hyde Park, 1793. The colors are very random. Hyde Park, the largest of London parks, extending to over 340 acres. In 1536, Henry VIII appropriated the monastic property of Avery. Nice. So it's been around for a long time. Okay. So we ended up here. I didn't want to come out this side. I wanted to go out on that side. But anyway, now that we're here, I can show you around. This is almost 9 o'clock in the evening, so it's obviously dark, but you can still see something. Look, 1, 2, oh, quite a lot, more than 10 bikes. I got so jealous. It's definitely, before I leave London, definitely it's something that on my list to do. Okay, and you see those gates, that's the Hyde Park. So winter time, when you come for Winter Wonderland, which is like a Christmas fair, you will come this way and that will be the entrance, and usually you need to wait like an hour to get in. Okay, fantastic. I'm going to a new place, and for the first time in a long time I didn't feel lost. The good thing is I worked here before, so yes, we find this one. This is the second pub. This is independent, and look around, look. This small street is beautiful, look at that. Everywhere plants, and it's very quiet and peaceful. Okay, the place where I'm going should be nearby. And actually the weather is very good. You can see my winter jacket on me, but I don't really need it. It's still chilly, but it's refreshingly cold, so it's good. Look at this one, look at the doors. They must have been around for a couple of 100 years. Okay, this is it says Car Park Knightsbridge. Yes, and we're here. Fantastic. We had absolutely lovely time. 2 hours in a fantastic restaurant. My god, there were 6 courses. We choose the menu. So when you go in, they give you the wine list. I was from the other people invited, I was the first on arrive, and they asked me if I like to drink something. I said no, I will wait for the others. And only I think I accepted only water. Said okay, let's have water. They asked for still or sparkling. I really wanted to go for the sparkling one, but then I said okay, let's do the still. So I had the still water, and they give me, it never happened to me before, that's why I give you so many details. It never happened to me before. They give me the wine list not in a printed out menu like in a traditional restaurant, but they give me an iPad, a tablet, and the wine list was on it. And the wine, actually the bottles, they were actually displayed right in the middle of the restaurant. You know, there was a glass, and behind the glass you could see floor to ceiling rows of wines, but like hundreds of them. And I was born in Eastern Europe, in Hungary, and they have a couple of bottles from my country, so that was pretty cool. So they give me this tablet, and because I needed to wait, I arrived early. That's why I went through the list, and it was It's very interesting. I don't know much about wines because I don't really drink that, but even I was surprised how many of them I recognized from here and there, from books I read, and of course very famous regions I visited when I was traveling a lot. So it was great, yes. And then the others arrived, and then they give us the menu. It was a printed out menu. There were two menus on it. You could choose. One is like a normal one, I think like 4 courses, and then there was like, it's called the prestige menu with six courses. It's like 6 courses. It's like never ending. 6 courses. Oh my god. Plus, on the top of that, you could ask for, additionally, you could ask for cheese platter. Well, obviously, I don't know many people who can, after 6 courses, can have a cheese platter. Anyway, we choose that one, the prestige menu, because it promised us a selection of the greatest things they have. So we choose that one, and then we asked some help with the wine. And they said they give us the wine. We ordered, and then we had a lovely chat. Now the important part comes, that I was new. I was completely new here. I never met anyone before. I mean, once we had like a big party and we seen each other, but that was the first time we actually had the chance to talk. So it's very interesting, always the first minute and the second minute, and it was just fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I was completely honest. I felt like I could say the things what I want to say in a way how I want to say it, and it was very accepted and acknowledged as well. Everyone understood what I wanted to say, and it was the other way around as well. You know, it's absolutely fantastic, and I mentioned this over the dessert as well, that I was in London, and here in London was the first time when I sat down with a group of people, like 15 people altogether. We sat down, and all of us were from different age groups, different cultural heritage, completely different parts of the world. We came here to London, and we sat down, and we were talking about one topic. And here in London was the first time where I experienced that everyone is totally honest. So it's not like they're giving an answer that is like totally like in it designed that it's like short. Every sentence has maybe 3 or 4 words, and it designed in a way that it's not going to offend anyone, and it gives away as less of personal opinion the guy has as possible. And it was so good that everyone was so honest and brought so much personal experience, stories and everything to the table. It was amazing. I absolutely loved this night, and it's Thursday night. You know, everyone is like preparing already for the weekend. Everyone is tired, and we could do this on Thursday without basically drinking any alcohol. It's I think it started in 2020, when I'm going to parties and lunches and dinners, you know, living the social life. Before, I didn't have this. Before, I was traveling all the time. But then, you know what happened? In 2020, people, at least the people around me, they don't travel anymore. But there are lots of social gathering. I never went before 2020. I never went to this social gathering. Never, because I just wanted to keep the money and buy tickets. And I wanted to travel, that's it. And now I don't travel, and the others, they don't travel as well. So there are lots of social events, and yeah, it's a completely different lifestyle. And I like it. And you know, I see that in so many people that is completely new, and I'm always very honest about it, that listen, it's very new to me as well, because it's like sitting down in a long table with 15-20 people. I never did that before. It's a completely new experience for me, and that's just great. And of course, I could say that it's because of the age. I'm getting older. I'm not 21 anymore. But this is not true. It's basically a reaction to the things that happening around the world. And the good thing is that most people who are transitioning between the traveling all the time, people who stay at home and staying at house parties and going to restaurants with lots of people, and this is an interesting transition, and I'm glad that I can experience it with people who are in the stage like me, like beginners, not intermediate. You really need to get used to it, this thing. To enjoy the food, enjoy the wine, because before 2020, it was not like that at all. I did not care about the food and drinks at all. I just always bought the cheapest thing. I don't know, we were flying from Paris to Portugal and places like that. We went to a restaurant where you could eat for €5 and drinking tap water and stuff like that. And we spent all the money on accommodation and travel, on bus, train, airplane and things like that. And now it's switching. Now we're spending money on food, on social gatherings, on wine, and it takes some time to get used to it, just to sit there on the balcony and enjoy the time with your friends, drinking wine, and not running from one train station to the next. It's a completely different lifestyle, and I'm so happy that I got the right people around me to experience this, because I don't think the time of cheap travel will come back anytime soon.